Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dice Will Roll, the Queerest Pathfinder Podcast on a planet where the hard questions like, is Zon-Kutan an example of twink debt?
Technically, yes.
Well,
Because he died.
did he, though?
The soul of the twink did.
Does ego debt
Well,
count?
twink death isn't dying.
In a
Like-
literal sense, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean is that, it can still be twink death because it doesn't matter if he dies for real or not, because that's not really the point of twink death anyways. Twink death is just when a twink stops being a twink. And by God, did he stop being a twink?
Did he, though?
Is he the same body proportions as he was when he was Dubral?
Well, we don't know. It's very really possible that Dubral was a dog.
Okay,
What?
well, he wasn't a dog.
Their dad's a dog.
Okay, well, he wasn't, so...
I need everyone to just
I
Google, all three of you.
I think the solution... No, hold on. I think that this is not a question of twink death, but a question of twink death and twink rebirth into a different twink. It's like Rose. We can't both twink at the same time.
like Rose
You cannot
Quartz?
be fucking Steven Universing me right now.
We can't both do poppers at the same time.
I need you carnally right now, man.
I do. Okay, so here's the thing. I am going to say something really awful, and all three of you are going to become very violent towards me very fast. So in these final few moments of me as your friend, I just want to let you know that I love you all very much, and I'm very sorry for what I'm about to say.
I'm holding the knife to your
sure.
neck right now.
In Starfinder, Zon-Kutan, if you open... All you Starfinder heads at home who happen to have the Galactic Magic book, there is a picture of Zon-Kutan in Galactic Magic, and I would argue that he has ceased to be a twink at this point, and has in fact evolved into a true leather daddy. Please look at this picture and tell me I am wrong.
Oh, you know what? I agree.
I do really appreciate his... Can we talk about his outfit?
I don't want to. There's a lot of things that I hate about this, and I don't want to, but I do agree with you.
I hate his stupid ass navel.
He's got a navel with wires coming out of it like an umbilical cord, and he's like holding it all fruity.
It's pissing me off.
Why?
I'm really mad.
So let's for everyone not at home, okay? You all know what Zon-Kutan looks like. I would argue in Pathfinder he's a twink. This image of him, thousands of years later, he's aged a little bit. This is, I think, an example of twink debt.
They put some meat on his bones.
They put some meat. He's a little heavier, and I appreciate that. But he is wearing. First off, he is shirtless and pantsless.
He really
He's got a
is.
vest on.
He has like a weird little tongue on, like a really clinging to his netters, right?
Oh, thong.
A red vest which is open and has a tall collar, and I don't fucking know what his like. He's got something on his lower half below the crotch.
It's a skirt that connects to his thong.
Why did he do that?
It's got like the crisscrossing belt pattern all over the skirt.
He's also got a weird fruity little red monocle, which I really do appreciate.
I don't think that's not a monocle. That's a new eye.
Oh yeah, it's a cybernetic.
Bro got updated.
I really like that he just looks like shit.
Oh, he looks like this is.
Oh, fantastic news! He still has one of the nipple rings that goes through his shirt.
He
But the
does
other
have a
one-
nipple ring
Oh,
going through his
yeah,
shirt.
Does.
God. I guess he really is just like the god of like sadomasochism and not fashion.
Yeah, he stopped being the god of beauty.
I do really appreciate that he does look like the kind of guy who would be at a gay bar.
Yeah,
You would find this guy at the gay bar, it's true.
yeah, you would.
He does look like he's like, hey, you're good looking. You want to buy
Yeah.
some coke?
I can't stand you.
Stop.
Okay.
Cease.
I'm surprised I've survived this, everyone.
We need to kill this guy.
Oh,
Unfortunately, you were true and honest in what you said.
fellas, do you want to play some Pathfinder?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, you're still alive.
It helps me stop thinking about how sad I am about Dubraul all the time.
My life.
So,
When we last left our adventurers in the Abomination vaults, the Fogfen Few returned to Otari with Jean Mesmin, the Otari werewolf. You brought him to the Stone Pond Druids, the order to which he belonged to 30 years ago, and alerted Kilo Natamar of his capturing. Overnight, you were taken from local heroes to local legends, having put an end to a tragic tale 3 decades in the making. Soon after, you all returned deeper into the Abomination vaults, following Otari's footsteps and finding, in a half-flooded cave, the skeleton of the dead adventurer. When you went to interact with it, however, you found that while his body may be gone, his soul is anything but, and Otari Vashti sprang to life and engaged you in conversation. It seemed he had some warning for you all, but before he was able to give it, he went quiet and pointed to the encroaching presence of a set of will-o-wisps, calling them the eyes of the empty dead. Otari drew his sword, pointed to them, and called you all to adventure. Now, Fogfen Few, the 3 of you will team up with the former hero of the Rose Guard himself and put an end to these flickering light monsters.
So, we all ready? Because I sure as hell know I am.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready as hell.
Yeah.
Okay. So, everyone. We're going to start by rolling some combat. Top of the order, everyone. It's gonna be none other than Otari Vashti. Otari grins and he says, "Watch out now, boys. Let me show you how a real adventurer does it." And he is going to fly, but it's not like he's just floating through the air. He leaps and sails past you all towards this will-o-wisp. With a winning smile, he swings his rapier down, and that is going to be a miss 22. He swings the rapier, but the will-o-wisp almost like it moves perfectly along an x-axis. It's not like there's any natural movement to it. It just whoosh, zips out of the way. Otari grits his teeth and says, "All right, let's try again." And he swings his rapier again. This time, catching it nicely. His rapier slashes into that glowing skull, and that is going to be a solid 19 damage, causing the will-o-wisp to kind of shiver and shake erratically. It is then going to be the will-o-wisp's turn. The will-o-wisp seems quite... It doesn't seem to love that Otari is here. So instead, spend its first action biting into Otari, sending shocking lightning pushing through him. That is going to be a miss just about. Otari swooshes back, saying, "Ha ha! Not so fast!" And the will-o-wisp hisses and then vanishes. Like, it extinguishes its light and it becomes invisible. You see, like, the rippling water beneath you, which is maybe, like, again, 4 feet deep, kind of, like, get disturbed as if this thing is moving quickly. But you don't know where it's moving. It could be anywhere. Who's to say? Whoa! But you've seen the water kind of, like, ripple, and then Otari's looking around and says, "Keep your eyes peeled! Will-o-wisps! They're tricky little bastards, I'll tell you that much!" Silk, it's your turn.
Hey.
You don't know where the other will-o-wisp is. There are 2 smaller wisps, the ones that look less like a skull and more like tangles of glowing hair, and those things are coming towards you, and that's great.
Okay. It's not, but yeah.
The bigger one,
Who knows? Silk is going to use a good old 3-action force barrage. And since the third one's disappeared, one of them's just gonna get hit twice.
Okay.
Damn. 2, 4, and then 2 damage.
That's 8 damage to whom?
Let me finish, you son of a bitch. So that's going to be 4 damage to each of these, because one gets hit with 2 and the other one gets hit with 1.
Okay, so Silk, blasts of energy shoot out of your gun into both of these weirder wisps in the back. And they both kind of like, I want to say, refract? They like clump in on themselves, and the light that they're shedding erupts all weirdly. And they both let out this weird droning noise, like they are not happy about what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all your turn?
That's all my turn.
Okay. As this is happening, Otari looks back to you and says, "Nice handiwork! What is that wand?"
Oh, it's a gun.
A goon!
No.
You must tell me more of this afterwards.
No.
Too late. Silk, as this is happening, shooting past Otari come those 2 strange, tangling wisps. One of them comes right into your face, Fiore, and it is going to try to shock you as well.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 19.
A 19 is a miss.
Okay. It is going to Den. I think it's going to try again. 24?
That is my AC.
Okay. Fiore, this thing, it moves all wrong. It's like there's no causation to the way it moves. It just flickers from pose to pose to pose. Like a really low res, like a really low frame video, except the frames are all jumbled up. And then when suddenly it pierces into your side, and it does 1d8 plus 2 electric damage, that is gonna be 9 damage, Fiore.
Okay. Youch.
Fiore, it is your turn. Youch is right. This creature is weird, and you hate it, and holy shit, Otari's here.
Okay. Well, Fiore is going to try not to focus on the fact that one of his many heroes is here. And instead focus on the fact that there is a wisp in front of him, and he's gonna attack it, I think.
Oh my.
31.
Holy shit.
So that is a crit.
Isn't that funny? Okay. 20 damage.
Fiore, how do you kill this thing? If Silk had not hit it with that gunshot, it would be just about still alive. Teamwork.
I think that Fiore stabs into it and mumbles a prayer to Sarenrae, and it just explodes in light.
Yeah, the creature lets out an awful sound before flick, 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 and then exploding into nothingness. Nice work.
Yippee!
You've 2 actions left.
Can I go this full?
This creature, a flicker wisp, it seems to be just 20 feet away from you. At the moment, you can only move at half speed because of the water submerging you. It would take 2 actions to get close to this thing.
That's fine. You can do that.
Okay. Fiore, you rush up to this thing, holding it in place. Is that your turn?
That's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the last thing.
Okay. Alrik, it is your turn. Otari, his eyes are wide as Fiore rushes past, having one-shot the wisp and says, "Nice work, you three you know what you're doing, don't you? You're not amateurs, you're good at this."
Thank you.
Praise from fucking Otario Vashti aside, Alrik, there was another one, and it's somewhere. Otari warned you that these things are nasty little bastards. Certainly the one that came up to Fiore was kind of difficult to even look at. What do you do?
Can I roll bardic lore on these things?
Absolutely. Make me that bardic lore check, please. Okay, so what you know about will-o-wisps. Will-o-wisps are a type of aberration. They're awful little monsters. They have a lot of electric powers because they're literally made of light. But what you know to be a particularly bad piece of news about will-o-wisps is that they are immune to magic.
Ooh, okay.
Magic just will not work on them. If you try to use Sure Strike on it, Sure Strike would be unable to lock in on it. If you cast like a wall of fire, it would simply phase through the wall of fire. However, you know that there are 3 specific instances of magic that bypasses the weakness or the immunity of a will-o-wisp.
Okay.
Quandary, which is like an extra dimensional maze that you can put someone in to make them solve puzzles until they escape.
Funny.
Revealing light, a magic light that makes it easy to see things that are hidden.
Okay.
And force barrage, which kills them. Really good.
Okay.
Hey, Silk, take a hero point.
Thank you, I will.
For accidentally stumbling on the answer.
I'm so smart and hot.
That's true.
It's true. Alrik, what do you do?
I think Alrik relays the information to the others, putting emphasis on the no magic, only force barrage.
Even though Terry's like, really? I didn't know that.
Well, when you read a lot of books.
It's like, wow, these guys are smart.
And I think Alrik is going to then Courageous Anthem.
Okay. Are you using your lute, or are you whistling this one?
This time whistling, because I think Alrik is going to try and shoot the wisp that's in front of Fiore right now.
Okay. It will have a +2 to its AC because, well, actually, hold on, no. You can hit him, because the person giving the wisp cover is Otari, who is a ghost.
Oh, yeah.
It'll just go through him. Maybe that's not how the rule's supposed to work. I'll say it's fine in this case. You're not aiming for him, you're not trying to shoot him.
Yeah. It's a 28.
That is a nice hit. And real fast, if you weren't within 30 feet of it, that would have been a crit.
Yeah.
That was a real nice roll.
I saw the volley and I was like, oh, right.
Unfortunately, it's hard to shoot people who are that close to you. Regardless, roll me that damage.
7.
Oh, it's not looking good for this guy. Is that your turn, Alrik?
That's my turn.
Okay. Otari says, fine, shooting! It's almost like you went right through me.
Don't worry about it.
It is now the Flicker Wisp's turn. And the Flicker Wisp here is going to... Unfortunately, it starts shooting around Fiore's head, churning and flitting in the air around it, letting out flashing sparkles in a bewildering array, kind of like traveling up and down its body. Fiore, it's like a kaleidoscope in here suddenly. This thing is like circling your head and making it very hard to see. I need you to make me a will save, please.
Okay. 17.
That is unfortunately a failure. Fiore, you can't see. You're like trying to see where it's gone. You're swinging your sword at all angles. And unfortunately, that means that you're going to have the effect of confusion this turn.
Okay.
Meaning that you will have to attack randomly to see who you are fighting this time.
Okay.
Unfortunately, with its last action, the Flicker Wisp feeds on your confusion even as its flashing body and disjointed gyrations cause existing confusion effects to persist. So, your confusion will last 2 rounds normally.
Mm-hmm.
But then, as this thing feeds and it regains 1 HP, your confusion is extended for another turn.
Okay.
On top of that, Fiore, this thing has an ability that means that you cannot attack the Flicker Wisp with your confusion.
Okay.
Everyone, save Fiore, because Fiore is swinging the sword around trying to get at this thing, and unfortunately that is going to catch you guys instead if you get too close. And next in the order is Otari. And Otari swings forward, goes kind of looking at your head, Fiore, and says, hold on now, 1 second, slow down, stop slashing! I got it!
He's trying.
Hold on 1 second!
He's like, oh my god, he's got a blade.
Don't take the holy sword towards me now, lad. Listen, I'm a ghost, so...
I'm not trying.
He's gonna try. Strike! And that is a 33, which, against this thing, that is a fucking crit and a half. And that is gonna be 42 fucking damage!
Good God. Oh my lord.
Okay.
Fiore, you are in kaleidoscope hell right now. You're trying to stop this thing, but honestly, it's like you can't make anything out, and on top of that, it is like having an effect on your brain. You are like unable to stop swinging that sword, attacking anything that comes near.
Mm-hmm.
Otariel Vashti slides up in front of you, pauses, waits for the right moment, and then pierces through the core of this flicker wisp, and it twitches and implodes in on itself, and then pops like a balloon.
Holy shit.
And I'm going to say for that crit, because what a fucking crit that was, I'm going to say you're not confused anymore.
Thank you.
Otari looks at you, you alright, lad?
Oh, yeah, sorry. It was my sight.
Listen, don't worry about it, but let's not drop our guard, because that other bastard's around here. And before he can finish, Alrik, what's that in your peripheral? A flash of light, literally like from behind your ear. The flicker wisp, or the will-o-wisp, the boss monster of this little trio, suddenly surges forward. And as he does, he begins to glow again. And that's terrifying. That's horrible. You hate that. It's going to just bite down into you, Alrik. Oh no!
Yeah.
That is a 36 to hit.
Crit?
And unfortunately, Fiore, you are more than 15 feet away. You are not able to come in and protect Alrik. This thing is biting down with electric shocks shooting through you. That is going to be 20 electric damage. Yikes! The will-o-wisp shrieks again, and it speaks. It speaks in common. And it says, "Fear us! Fear the eyes of the empty dead!" No! It is going to try again, biting into you. And that is going to be a 26, Alrik.
Also a hit.
Damn.
That's going to be another 2d8 plus 4 damage. That is going to be 13 damage, Alrik.
Uh-oh.
And the will-o-wisp goes dark. It shoots out of sight. And it is going to move elsewhere around the map. You don't know where. You don't know how. But you feel that like static electricity in the air, Alrik and Silk, telling you that it is still close. Not great. Silk, it's your turn. Borbo's on your shoulder saying,
Master Silk, you must be most careful. The dreaded will-o-wisp is still around here somewhere. Oh, Lady Belcora was always so fond of the will-o-wisps.
You can't see it, can you?
No, I am just little poupée.
Little boopé. Is there any way I can, like, perceive, just maybe try and see it, or know where it is?
you can definitely try to seek it out.
I would like to do that.
When a creature is invisible, right, it is automatically undetected to any creatures relying on sight as their only precise scent, which, you know, that's you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You can seek to attempt to figure out an invisible creature's location, which would make it hidden. If it's hidden, you can attack it, because you know its general whereabouts, but not exactly where the flesh is. So you could miss it, you know? So you'd have to make me a seek check.
Oh, I love to seek. There you go.
Okay, Silk. You know how do you spot it? How do you use your environment to find this invisible creature?
I think it's a special elf eyes smile. No,
that would work. I'd allow it.
Sure. Yeah, fuck it. Silk uses his special, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning, jaw-dropping, show-stopping. Marriage
Is he
proposal
possessing
worthy
you?
eyes. He's always inside of me.
Slay.
He uses his beautiful, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous eyes to kind of see where maybe any part of the landscape like is just slightly different.
Silk, right in front of you, there's a shimmer. I'm talking directly in front of your face.
He shoots into it 2 times.
Oh my god.
With Force Barrage.
Okay, cool. That will automatically hit. You know its location.
I know.
Holy shit, max damage.
Max on both. That's 12 damage.
Nice. The will-o-wisp lets out a shriek, and all of you hear it for a second before it vanishes again. And Borbo's like,
Oh, nice work, Master Silk, but it is not slain yet.
Huh. You're telling me.
Fiore, it is your turn. Oh, you hate this UFO moving son of a bitch. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and find it, I guess? This is the first thing?
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
Okay, I'll do that.
I will also let you know that if you use the point out action, once you've seen a creature, you can basically tell everyone where it is and make them automatically have succeeded, right? But that would be 2 actions total then, to like seek it out and then point it out. Okay, Fiore, you squint around trying to find anything, and then yes, still directly in front of Silk, you see it now, that shimmer in the light. You've got this, you know where it is. What do you do?
Fiore is going to move 15 feet. Oh, look at that, you can be under it.
Yeah, look, there's an overcrop on the map. That's pretty cool.
And then he's going to attack.
Okay, so you will need to roll me a d20 roll, please, because this thing, while you know where it is still hidden from you. So, you're going to need to succeed at a flat check. That won't do it, I'm afraid. That is a 6. You need to get at least an 11. Fiore, you rush through the water, seeing it, and you swing your scimitar. And then it's gone. Where was it? It was there. You swear it was there. And you hear an evil kind of through the air.
I'm just gonna raise my shield.
Okay. Fiore, you raise your shield, hoping to protect yourself from whatever's about to come out. Alrik, it is your turn. Your inspired courage is fading. You know where the will-o-wisp is. You know it's in that general area, but you don't know. You haven't like spotted the shimmer. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
You have 3 actions. You've no idea what to do. What do you do?
Is there a way for me to just try to seek it out?
Yep. You can just roll a seek check, so a perception check.
Okay.
Alrik, you squint around, and then yes, you too see the really good rolls, by the way. You too see the will-o-wisp. You have 2 actions. What do you do?
It's too crammed in this room for a bow and arrow.
Yeah, it's a tight little cove you found yourself in.
I'm gonna fucking walk up to it and smash it with the loot.
Okay, go for it. Smack him.
I have the action to take it out. I don't have the action to smash it, I think, because I took a 5-foot step. Fuck. It's gonna be the same roll either way, I guess. How the fuck do I throw this thing? I just use a strike?
Okay. I guess this would be an improvised weapon. So... Yeah, roll me with a +9. Roll me with a +9.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
interesting.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, sorry. You have to roll me a flat check to hit the thing.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately that is a miss. So Alrik, you throw your loot over. And it splashes in the water. Are you supposed The will-o-wisp is invisible, but you can sense its malice growing.
Okay.
Shit. Is that your turn, Alrik?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if the Bardic Inspiration is still up now.
I
didn't...
You didn't hit it, so I don't think for the moment.
Great.
I fucking told you guys, this thing sucks.
It's because it has invisibility hacks.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Otari yells out and he says, "Watch over there, quick! It's moving!" And indeed it is moving. He's going to make a perception check and try seek out to help you guys keep an eye on it. So that is going to be... yes, that is going to be a success. So he points it out. So for the duration, he is no longer invisible to you until the start of Otari's next turn. The will-o-wisp is instead hidden. So you know approximately where it is because Otari is pointing at it and yelling. And I think what he's going to do with his last action is Infested Shadow. Out of the corner of your eyes, you all see Otari fade away. And then Silk.
Mm-hmm.
What's that coming out of your shadow?
Oh?
Your shadow animates, stands up, and then Otari rushes out from it. and he is going to try to attack against this thing. That's an 18. That works. 29. That is a hit. Atari does max damage, 24 damage, plus sneak attack, which that is going to be 1d6 extra damage. So, fuck it. 1 extra damage. The will-o-wisp is looking particularly bad right now. And Silk, as Otari's turn ends, he says, "Quick now, Silk! Fire at it with your goon!"
Don't say it like that, please, God!
Oh, man.
Silk, it is your turn. You can make out where it is. You know what's up. You hate this.
I drain all of my first rank spells and I just fucking destroy this thing.
Okay, go for it. Force Barrage?
Mm-hmm. You know it. That's 5, 8, and then 10. 10 damage.
Silk Witch Helm, how do you defeat the will-o-wisp?
I think that Silk is in his sharpshooter era in this moment. And so I think that he just trains his eyes on it perfectly, takes a step back, and just unloads. And it hits it squarely, just in the middle of the will-o-wisp.
And Silk, the will-o-wisp lets out a shriek, a true breathtaking shriek that you feel through your bones. And as the will-o-wisp fades into nothing, plunging you all into a darker room, you've all successfully fended off the eyes of the empty dead.
Ow.
Alrik.
He, like, slumps back on a rock.
Silk scurries over. You okay?
Bit the shit out of me.
It certainly did. Sit down. Let's get you rested for a while.
Yeah. They sit on the rock and start healing themselves.
Fiore comes over and he's like, I'll help if you need.
Please. Much appreciated.
You also have a fuck ton of potions, dude. Like, that's a lot of potions.
Yeah, I think Silk's at Alrik's side, also holding a potion.
Otari, for what it's worth, floats down beside you all and says, "Lads, that was fantastic!"
Thank you.
I didn't know ghosts could be that lively.
Sherlock. Oh, Yeah, we'll discuss that later, lad. Listen. We'll get to that. Look. Fantastic work. You're true professionals. I like to, look, all of you. Mr. He looks at you, Fiore.
Fiore Sunchaser.
Your skill with the blade is marvelous. I'm taken away by it. I am actually shocked. You, friend hooded bard, your music, it is without peer. I have not heard anything like that in 500 years. And let me tell you, it is music to my ears.
Thank you.
And Lord Wizard, your goon is one of the most fantastic devices.
Please, for the love of fucking Christ above, stop calling it a goon, it's a gun.
A gun.
A gun. And Silk is like holding the gun up to him.
What is this mystic thing?
A pistol, you could call it, if you don't like the word.
Pistol. What a shite name. And you're telling me a goon is a bad name?
I'm gonna kill myself.
Puts a hand on Shilt's shoulder.
And Otari genuinely beams. In this moment, he seems truly delighted, you know? How are you guys doing, though?
Fiore is normal and regular.
I think obviously Silk is fascinated that the ghost of fucking Otari Ilvanesh is here. And he'll get to that, but he's worried about Alrik.
And Alrik, how are you doing?
trying to play it cool as much as humanly possible. Trying to not look like they're in so much pain right now.
Quick, don't bitch out. Your idol is here.
Literally.
Are you like drinking? Like, are you drinking those poisons? Guys.
Yeah,
Alrik
they're
dies.
drinking the poisons.
Are you drinking the potions? Are you accepting Fiore's lay on hands?
Potions and lay on hands, because I don't think the potions are enough.
Okay. Well, sip up.
The minor ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many do I have of these?
Uh,
I think I can make 6, so I have 2 per person, I think.
yeah, you have a fuck ton of them. You can make 5 per day.
5, okay.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. It's already so much better.
That's 18 healing from lay on hands.
2 healing from the potion. Alrik is looking at it like, I really should up the potency on these.
Silk is handing Alrik like another potion.
Okay.
Another lesser potion, even.
I think Alrik looks and says, are you sure?
Take it.
Okay, thank you. Oh gosh.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Okay, much better. Thank you.
It's not a problem.
Otari is just kind of like floating around. He's like definitely checking you guys out and being like, oh my god, that is so cool. And he kind of beams and says, listen, the three of yous use our credit to the Isle of Kortos. You make Aradin proud.
Oh.
Oh, wow. We've got lots to catch up on. There's 4 of us.
He just smiles at you.
Oh no, he can't lie.
You
Oh no.
Fiore says, thank you. He's like scratching his arm. He's like, oh my god, please.
Otari, not noticing that there's something amiss.
He's so
God.
burned.
This guy who does not know that Aradin is dead.
Should we even tell him? I mean...
What's it gonna fucking do for him now? What's he gonna do about it?
True. Fuck it.
Otari kind of sits down and says, it's been a long time since I've actually had a chance to speak to anyone. Beyond the wisps, you know. Like, I'll do my fighting. I still try to wander this floor as best I can, but I can't go far. I'm still bound here. He kind of pats the skeleton a little bit. But... adventurers, I tell you this. You have come at a most pressing time. Something terrible is happening deeper in the dungeon.
We had a feeling. There's a cemetery in our town.
The town of Otari, yeah.
Yeah.
You really like that, don't you?
Well, I'm delighted.
No, you should be proud.
At the temple of Sarenrae, and the dead started rising. There was like a beam of light from the lighthouse.
Yeah. That makes sense. That's why we came to the lighthouse in the first place.
Oh.
The wicked sorceress Belcora. She had a grudge against Absalom, and she intended on using her sinister lighthouse, the Gauntlet, as a weapon against the city. The Rose Guard, we never discovered its actual use, other than it had something to do with the ability to transport creatures across significant distance, and could animate the dead with its light.
Distance.
None of the rest of us knew about the Abomination Vaults beneath. I only found about it in my last few days of living. As far as me being here, though, he gestures at himself. There's something strange going on. You may have noticed, but there's quite a few undead in this place.
Yeah. You're not the first ghost that we've met.
No.
I won't be the last. There's something in the vaults that's making ghosts, the undead, haunts, it just so much more common than is normal. I think it's a side effect of the gauntlet, but I can't be sure. And he seems to be kind of like pooling around the last bit. Lads, I do come bearing bad news.
Well, go on.
I think that everything that dies in these vaults becomes a part of the vaults. That's why I'm a ghost. That's why I'm so, and he points himself, lucid.
Oh.
But that means if I died, then that thing I sense at the bottom of the vaults. Lads, I think the Rose Guard failed. Belcora still persists.
The ghouls were trying to raise her using flesh.
I don't think that she needs to be raised.
Do you think she's like you?
When all is quiet, I can hear her. Her murmurings, her cackling, her fury, her indignation, and her hatred. It calls from deep beneath the vaults. And her power is expanding. I'm locked here. But she, I think, slowly is becoming more and more able to move elsewhere. The range of her movement is slowly expanding, and I believe she intends on firing up the gauntlet again. She did it a few days ago, but that was only a test fire. She's going to use it on Absalom.
Oh my god.
We have to stop her.
She must be put to rest before she can finish this task. I don't know how to stop her, but there's something deeper on the levels, I'm sure of it, that might give you some inkling on how to put her to rest and stop her from raising the lives of thousands of innocents.
Well, we have been finding small things out slowly while we go down.
I will say one thing. Do all of you want to make a quick society check?
Fuck yes, I do.
Yeah.
Or Bardic Lore for you,
Sure.
Alrik.
Oh, yay!
Why can't we ever roll Bardic Lore? It's so fucking unfair.
I wish that we could roll Bardic Yup, that one.
Alrik, you remember something. You remember some paintings on a higher floor. Do you remember the painting of the gauntlet with its light flying, and then a painting of Absalom with everyone dead and floating away?
Yes. It was in the fucking Apprentice's Island, I think.
That's
right.
right. Hey, Alrik, you get what those paintings mean now. That wasn't just her having her funny little wish fulfillment. That is literally what she intends on doing.
That is the literal plans painted to frame. Oh boy.
Adventurers, I cannot move far beyond my skeleton. I wish in some way I could go and face her again and put an end to the mad sorceress's reign. But I cannot. That is a quest I failed, and I cannot move on until it is complete. I ask of you, adventurers, please, fight back against Belcora, venture deep into the dungeon, and put an end to the plans of the Abomination Vaults.
Yeah, I... God, of course.
We'll do everything to make sure this plan doesn't come to fruition.
We have to.
He nods a little bit and kind of relaxes and says, "Thank you. Look, lads, I don't want the ultimate sacrifice of the Rose Guard to be in vain. You need to finish what we started."
Of course.
Now I do come bearing another warning. He raises a hand.
Another one.
Belcora, she has a few rooms from here. I went and investigated myself a little while ago, but it's about as far as I can head. I can't go beneath it. She has a wall up.
Oh, a wall?
It's called the Ghost Walk. It's like a barrier, sealing off the one floor that goes deeper. From my understanding, it was kind of a contingency plan in the event that she perished, to lock everything that was deeper in the vaults where it was, so that when she would rise again,
everything would be in its place.
The Rose Guard were not the first adventurers to face Belcora. There were many others before us, and they were entombed in sarcophagi, and their souls turned into a wall which none of the living can pass through. The only things that can pass through the Ghost Walk are the undead. But I do have a theory. I think I may know a key to help you move deeper into the vaults. And he steps back and gestures at his body. Ta-da!
Yeah?
Yeah, my stuff.
Oh, I thought you meant to do something with your skeleton, and I was confused.
Oh, Jesus, no, don't touch me, skeleton lads.
I'm sorry.
Look how cool this is! I died in the most heroic way possible. Look at this! This is better than any mausoleum, I think you can agree.
Are you serious?
Yeah! Listen, when I knew
You
my
wouldn't
time
want
was
us
up...
to move you at all. You're stuck down here.
I'm stuck down here anyway.
Well, yes, but...
Look, I can't go very far from here, one way or another. And I don't want you touching this, but I saw the Ghost Walk, and when I started approaching it, it was like the ghostly light around it started to bend. I think because I helped slay her, I think some of my most prized possessions, things that I've, invested some of my soul into, as it were, might be able to help unlock that wall. I don't think it's going to be enough to just have me, though. I think you're going to need to have a relic from each of the Rose Guard. Something that they prize more than anything in their lives. If you can bring all 4 of those here, it'll unseal the way deeper into the dungeon. And it'll let you continue on with the work that the Rose Guard started.
Huh. Well, that might be easier said than done.
None of this is going to be easy. But sure, that's the point of adventuring. It's not to have everything just fall into place simply. It's to struggle, it's to die, and it's to win. And if you don't, sure who will? What do you say, adventurers? Will you take up my quest? Will you take up what the Rose Guard started and topple the gauntlet?
Yeah.
We will.
Who are we to leave Absalom to crumble? Yes, of course.
Otariel Vashti smiles a ghostly, winning smile. And before you, a set of words appear. Quest accepted! Topple the gauntlet! Otariel Vashti has told you the awful truth of the Abomination Vaults. Somewhere far below, Belcora still lives, in a sense. Her ghost is behind all the horrors you have come across so far, and you will need to plunge deep into the vaults and stop her yourselves to save the town of Absalom and the souls of all those who live within. Step 1. Collect the relics of the Rose Guard. Step 2. Make your way deeper into the Gauntlet past the Ghost Walk. And Step 3. Find your way to Belcora and put an end to a reign of terror. Otari smiles as, so, the relics. I've done some thinking. I've had 500 years to do so. I always wondered which of my possessions were the ones I cared about the most, and I do know. And he kind of squats by his skeleton and pokes and says, you see that there? That is my trusty skeleton's key.
Oh.
I called it the Kalen key. When I used it, any door would open. It would let me sneak anywhere and get myself into a fair bit of trouble. In your hands, hopefully, it'll be far more than it was in mine. On top of that, I believe I know what relics might belong to the other Rose Guard.
Oh?
Asa Fana Menheims, my most important person in my life. She was a cleric of Erastil, and she wore a brooch around her neck, clasping its hood, that looked like a dove. The dove brooch, wherever it may be, I am certain would be her relic. For Valrajani, I know that, without question, while her armor mattered to her, it was her sword that she cared about. The Rosa Aurea, her golden scimitar. I don't know where it is now, and it may take you some time to find wherever she went with it afterwards, but I am confident...
Wait. Was she was a follower of Sarenrae, right?
What? Was she? No, she wasn't. Was she? No.
It's a golden scimitar rose.
Yeah, that's a Rosa Aurea. Yeah.
My temple has that.
What do you mean?
Of Sarenrae?
Did she become a priest in her old age? Whoa! Really?
Yeah.
Of Sarenrae?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You sound so surprised.
Yeah, she was grim. She wore black everywhere. She was she's like, the Rose Princess. She had, black torny armor and, heavy mascara and all that. Really? Sarenrae?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone can find comfort in their faith.
Bet she chose it because it's got a scimitar. And lastly, Zarmavdian. Him, I have no doubt in my mind what his relic would be. It would, of course, be his spellbook. The Threshold of Truth. An incredible spellbook, unlike anything you've ever read. Once upon a time, it was just a straightforward treatise on arcane and occult lore, but it became so heavily annotated it was impossible to read. He was something else, and I'm sure that if anywhere is going to have it, it would be in his old school, in the College of Mysteries in Absalom. The oldest school of magic in the entire nation. Somewhere in those libraries, I'm sure. He wouldn't have had it any other way after his passing.
Okay.
So the Dove Brooch, the Rosa Aurea, and the Threshold of Truth. Those three relics, along with my Kalen key, he smiles proudly at it. Those four gathered will let you move deeper into the dungeon, past the Ghost Walk, and set yourselves free.
Huh. Okay.
Are you sure we have to have those?
There is another way to get down beyond that.
Yeah, what's that way?
Killing yourselves and becoming undead.
We are not doing that way, Silk. I don't even want to hear it.
Borbo could go down, maybe.
But Borbo, we're a team. We have to go together.
Borbo go down and stop Lady Belcola.
No.
Sweet, darling, lovely Borbo, baby boy. And he grabs Borbo. We will not let you go down alone. You're coming with us.
We can't let you take all the credit.
You'll be too famous, and everyone's gonna want all of your time, and we'll get none of it.
Really? All of it?
All of it. And I'll never get to see you again.
Okay, I understand. Many apologies from Borbo.
We can do that. I've been to Absalom before. Usually just on vacation.
You may need to steal it out. I don't know those nerds at the College of Mysteries from my brief experience with them.
Steal?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, maybe you can figure out something else, but I do think stealing is the best approach.
Oh, great.
We can put together a plan.
No, I'm sure we can find another way.
Really?
Okay.
I mean, we have a bard, we have a paladin, we have someone who knows magic. I'm sure we can talk our way through. Right? He's looking at the others.
I need you to know, Silk looks like he's about to fucking kill himself, actually.
Fiore's like, Silk, I'll still think you're fun.
So, do you have any fucking idea what Fiore's talking about?
No?
He's like,
he gives him like a look for a second, like, what do you... Huh?
I'll still think you're funny, even if we go and find out something about you and Absalom.
What would you... Silk like looks around for a second, he's like...
You said something while you were drunk.
Huh?
You got really drunk and got sad and said that we would stop thinking that you were fun if we went to Absalom.
Silk grabs sides of his hat and pulls them down around his face.
Did I say something wrong?
Fuck. Okay. No, okay. This is fine.
If it's something
you know what, why don't
embarrassing,
we...
I'll let my mom tell you something embarrassing about me.
I know plenty of embarrassing things about you.
You don't. What do you know? You don't.
Look, how about we just put together a game plan, maybe here or up above, and...
Well, we still need to get the other relics anyways.
And on top of that, I would probably recommend that you explore the rest of this floor anyway. There may be hints about what is going on beneath.
Oh, of course.
We were going to do that regardless.
Professional adventurers. You do me and my legacy proud. Alrik, he looks fucking sad for a second.
Oh. We will continue to do so, sir.
Listen, I really do appreciate it. You're all very shy around me. Am I really that much of a big deal in the future?
Alrik is nodding profusely.
Are you serious?
Yes.
And they named the town after me.
Oh, they're like your biggest fans up there.
Really? Are you my biggest fans?
Alrik is looking away, blushing, not looking.
Listen, it's not like you're writing operas or whatever about us. Look,
Thankfully, no. I've just read so many stories.
No, just school plays, no operas.
Yeah.
Not me, but like, Silk knows somebody.
My best friend's got tons of literature on you.
And I've read all of it.
Cute.
Okay.
what's my favorite color?
Would Alrik actually know this?
You can make a bardic lore check.
Yeah. This is the perfect excuse for bardic lore. This is
Yeah,
perfect
this is
use for it.
the DC's. Holy shit! You got a nat 20.
Good lord.
This is the worst. Oh, okay, now this is the worst time to get in that point.
I'm giving you a hero point
Okay,
because
that works.
Alrik, you know specifically that not only does he like green, he likes chartreuse.
Chartreuse.
What?
You remember that?
Oh God!
I told you, I've read every single book. I've been alive for 20-something years.
I mean, I knew it was green, but
For as long as I've been reading about this man.
Oh gosh! Oh, I'm some guy, lads. Like I'm some guy who like did a few dungeon crawls, fought a few monsters, and died against a witch or a sorceress or
You
whatever.
wanted to know if you were famous, and you surely are.
I think your friends really loved you.
Yeah. Well,
You did a lot to keep your memory alive, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
As well as
Very
the
much.
entire Rose God legacy.
yeah. He seems really fucking sad about that, by the way.
Oh,
If any of you want to make a quick perception check, you might figure out why exactly. Okay, Alrik, again, it's your amazing perception. Alrik, you seem to notice that he gets very somber when his friends are brought up, specifically when Aesafana is brought up. And you remember
Oh.
that
Oh.
he and her were betrothed. And she obviously must have moved on, otherwise there would not be a Menheim's family. And I think it's less that, like, I don't think it's like sadness that, like, it should have been me, or, oh, she should never have moved on. I think it's more like, yeah,
Like what could have been.
the world has moved on, and I could have been part of that story, but I wasn't. And while being a legend is incredible, what I wouldn't have given to have been part of that legacy. But that's the nature of being an adventurer, isn't it? At some point you die.
I hate this. Bring it back. We need to go back in time. Fuck this.
Fiore sort of coughs and he goes, "Is there... You've been stuck here for 500 years?
Yeah, more or less.
Is there anything we can do? Like, I don't know what you can touch. Like, are you...
I can, like, kind of touch stuff a little bit. Like, look, and he, like, ups his fucking relic. That's how I was able to, like, you know, test and see.
Well, I mean, like, do you want a puzzle or something?
Oh, jeez, I'd kill for a fucking pack of cards, lads.
I mean, I think
You
we
would-
could get that for you.
You wouldn't mind
Yes.
every once in a while coming and visit me, would yous?
I would not mind that.
It's been 500 years, and yous all remind me very much so of my old friends.
Well, then of course we'll come by. Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, if you didn't fade away, probably would have checked in regardless, just saying.
Yeah.
Alright. Look, go through my stuff, take the Kaelin key, explore the rest of this floor, and make sure to find out a way to stop Belcora. And he steps back, and you guys are able to go through Otari's equipment. So you can open that, and you can all see that there are a set of things. He has a dagger of venom, which if you stab someone with it, it can make them sickened because it is always poisoned, which is great. There is some nice studded leather armor, although maybe don't. Maybe. Otari's thieves' tools, which are it's a pair of thieves' tools. They're great. And the Kaelin key. This key once belonged to the great Otari Elvashti. Holding it in your palm, it still feels warm. The Kaelin key is a unique item and a relic. As it gets stronger, it will gain more abilities alongside you. It starts off with two aspects, two kind of metaphysical traits that Otari in life held as more important than anything. And that's luck and shadow. Otari was very good at sneaking, very good at hiding in the darkness, but he was also a bit of a gambler when it came to pushing his luck. And when you use this key, just even having it around your neck, you know, like on a string, will give you unique powers. Who wants to hold on to each of these? There are going to be 3 more relics afterwards for each of the other Rose Guard, but for this one, someone needs to be holding on to this one as well. Who wants what?
I don't really know that I need anything from this.
Basically, what the Kaden key, or the Kalen key will do, is it has 2 abilities right now. Beginner's Luck, which, as a reaction once per day, when you make a skill check in something you are untrained in, you can gain a huge bonus to it. Okay? So, like, just trying something you're a little bit shit at, once per day, you can make it a really potentially lucky roll. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And Obscure. Your relic absorbs light and wraps shadow around you, hiding you in darkness. As long as you're in dim light or in an area of shadows, you can attempt a stealth check to hide even if you aren't concealed, such as against a creature with dark vision. So having this key would make you really good at hiding and really good at just chancing your ass off, you know?
I guess Alrik can take the key.
Okay.
Take that key.
Alrik, how are you going to wield the Kalen key? Because you need to have it out and worn somehow.
I think he probably has it as like a necklace.
Okay. Alrik, you put the key around a little piece of string and wrap it around your neck. And you have gained some seriously powerful relic abilities. Ones which you will be able to use to great effect in the future.
Yay.
It's also an artifact of your hero, so that's pretty cool.
I think Alrik takes it, puts it on, and is like, okay, wait.
Otari beams and says, "Now, lads, shall I leave you to it?"
For now.
Might as well.
But we'll be back. And I will bring cards, and if you think of anything else, you can ask the next time we're here.
I appreciate it.
It's not a problem.
Go, brave adventurers, and make your way deeper into the dungeon. Fiore and Alrik, you two are able to wade away. Silk, holy shit, your levitate is worn off, and you are on an island surrounded by water.
Fiore's like turned around, he's walking.
Wait.
What?
What if you carry me?
Oh my god.
Also carry Bulbo. Bulbo would probably float, but Bulbo does not know how to swim. Help!
I can carry you, Borbo.
Yay! Alrik, Master Alrik, you must carry Silk.
Alright, Borbo,
okay.
let's go.
Silk bats his eyelashes at Alrik.
Okay, yeah, let's piggyback again. I assume.
What height is Alrik?
I wrote this down on a sheet. Give me 1 second.
Because the water is 4
Fiore
feet
gets
high.
behind. Fiore gets behind the one of the walls of the cave and goes, "Was that smooth for them?" I was trying to give them a moment.
Oh yes, it was more smooth, Mr. Fiore.
Good.
Alrik is 5'10".
So you have nearly 2 feet above the water. I think you can probably piggyback Silk.
Okay.
I think it's really funny that height has come up because with his with his heels on, Silk is actually taller than Alrik
Yeah.
by like 2 inches. He's 6 foot with his heels.
I think Fiore's straight up shorter than both of them.
How tall is Fiore?
I don't remember.
5'4".
Yeah, he's 5'4".
He's a little.
Yeah,
I'm addicted to making short men. Okay.
I'm mid-sized king. Without his
Really is.
heels, fun fact, Silk is 5'8".
Interesting.
Oh.
So, Silk, you hop onto Alrik's back?
Yes.
Okay. The four of you wade out of this cave. And you look over your back, and the ghost of Otariel Vashti watches, smiling, before slowly fading away, plunging that cave behind you into darkness.
Dice Will Roll will return after these messages. We now return to Dice Will Roll.
And with that, you guys are out of there. How the hell are you all doing?
What happens is Fiore goes, "Oh my god! Oh 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 my god! That was
Are
really
you alright?
Oh my god! I was lame, probably."
For a brief moment, Silk could feel that Alrik was kind of trembling.
Oh my god! That was really Otari.
We encountered, we met the actual man himself.
And he
liked you
likes
both
us
a lot.
all, right? He's like shaking Alrik's shoulders.
Alrik is like almost limp against the wall.
Oh my god.
So, did you think that was going to happen? Because I don't think that was going to happen.
No, I mean, I thought maybe it would be like, it would be like, you know, when there's like a ghost and it's kind of like, just like a little bit of themselves, but then it like moves on pretty quickly. Like in stories and stuff. I thought it was gonna be like that, if anything. I didn't think it'd be just him chilling.
Oh, God. Oh, God,
He doesn't even know.
Great story.
He doesn't even know Eridan's dead. I don't even want to tell him.
I don't know if I have the heart to tell him.
Otari thinking to himself, "Oh boy, I can't wait to go to my favorite normal country in the world, Shellyax, where everyone is nice and kind to each other all the time."
Well, whenever we bring him anything, let's avoid bringing reading material past a certain point in time.
Yeah.
Good to know, good to know. Just gotta make sure we look at the publishing dates.
Maybe I could bring him some of my old favorite stories.
Okay, I'm normal. I'm normal, and I've never been too excited in my life.
You're allowed to be excited. You've met your hero.
Yeah, but I don't really want to
Dead as he
scream
is.
right here. I don't really want to scream loud enough that he'd hear, and he would. So. It's Otari's sitting there, and you just hear him scream. You hear Fiore scream. Like, oh, is he okay?
Poor sap, but I guess he's content staying in there.
I don't really think he has much of a choice for now.
No.
He said he could not move on until Mistress Belcola was dispelled. Mistress Belcola is still around. This is scary, yes?
It is,
Yes.
but
Quite.
it'll be okay. We'll just have to beat her.
Alrik, you get a hero point, by the way, for figuring out first and vocalizing first your suspicion of Belcora still potentially being at play when you asked the Morlocks, "Hey, was it Belcora, perhaps?"
I'll be honest, I totally forgot about that. Oopsies.
So how are you feeling about that as well? Because that's something that needs to be discussed. And also the relics. There's like so much you guys need to talk about.
There's a lot. More than you think.
We're gonna have to ask about. They're not gonna. I don't know. The sword, the scimitar. It'll be fine, but
I probably have to ask Mayor Manheim's about the brooch if his family still has it. Likely they do, but
oh,
I could probably get that fairly easily. Hopefully.
To pop
Yeah,
up
well-
Cora.
and we'll have
Silk changes the subject.
to. Okay.
Right, yeah,
her still being around.
I suppose my theory wasn't so far off after all, and I'm so sad to be correct.
Unfortunate gold star.
Fool's gold, yay.
Well, to me, it doesn't seem... I don't think the Rose Guard lost, even if she's still here. They won with what they needed to do. Now, we just have to do what we have to do.
True. Which is... definitely kill her.
Why is Absalom getting attacked so much recently?
Not even recently. Absalom has been like a hotspot for being attacked. Like, you guys read a library where it was highlighting hundreds of failed sieges of Absalom when you were like earlier.
Silk shrugs.
Big city. Lots of people.
I don't think I could live in a big city.
I definitely couldn't.
I like everybody
It's not for the
knowing
faint
me.
of heart.
I like knowing everybody that lives around me.
It's a nice change of pace. Otari, that is.
I'm glad you like living here. Do you guys want to keep exploring?
Yes. Please.
I'll lead the way.
So where are you guys headed? Obviously, leaving behind the slime pool and the horrors, you make your way back up to the lake upon which the pavilion stands. There is a door up into the center where you had, the little tunnel where you fought against Jal, but there is another door that exits to the north, and then to the south of where you, or kind of like to the east of where you are, there is a freshwater river. There's water flowing down a slanted slope.
This one right here?
Yeah. Kind of like in a little river-type formation.
I'm a little curious about where this river is leading. We do not have to get into the water.
There is a bank.
Thank God.
You guys make your way alongside the kind of curving banks of this river down or up a tunnel, which leads up an even taller slope and seems to head back up to the floor above.
Oh. That's an interesting way up.
Which way is the water flowing?
Downwards.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Oh, so it's coming like that.
Yeah, basically it is flowing from this cave mouth down, down, down into the lake that you were at a few minutes ago.
I thought we were gonna have the mystery shack moment.
Yeah, the water seems to be coming from the floor above, basically. Do you want to make another perception check?
Aight.
Silk, as you peer up this cave, you do hear something.
Oh?
Whispers. Multiple
Fuck.
voices. All murmuring together in gibberish.
The end of the world. From before.
What?
We'd come across a deep, deep well much, much earlier in our exploration where into it were whispers just like those.
Is water coming from bottom of well, maybe?
Perhaps. I'm not sure we want to meet what's at the bottom of the well, though, because it is a singular consciousness.
Oh. Borbos does not want to do that. Borbos says leave, go, be gone of this place. We have no need.
But that is good information to have.
Silk is so thankful that his little familiar is also a giant pussy.
Listen.
Like
Borbo,
father, like son.
Yeah, Borbo is so easy to kill. He does not want to die.
Should we go back the way that we came then? There's still other ways that we can go. Plus, there was honestly a lot of... there was a lot to explore even just where we were fighting the werewolf.
Yes. We didn't go through that door, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. We were a little preoccupied. Fiore gets annoyed with walking, like, along the bank, and he just walks in the river.
Splash, 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 splash.
He just does not care. He gets back out.
How do we get back up there?
The pavilion, which is, unfortunately, like I said, it's kind of standing above the water, so you would have to kind of climb up. There's a door to the north that leads elsewhere. Otherwise, that tunnel you fought Jal in seemed to lead deeper into the vault as well.
Oh, I could kind of hoist you up, and I could probably climb up.
Pretty please.
Alrik, do you want to get hoisted up by Fiore as well, or do you want to climb up?
Hoisted is probably best. Alrik is not very strong.
So, Fiore, you wade into that water, which goes up about knee height. And... Wait, is it knee height? How high is it?
Deep enough. Silk did fully fall into it before.
Oh, it's very deep. It's fucking 15 feet deep.
Guys!
What?
You know the items that no one ever uses? We could use the grappling hook and the rope.
Yes!
Oh my god, you guys!
Do you want to use the grappling hook to climb up back onto the pavilion?
Fiore looks really proud of himself, and he's like, "I packed well." And he pulls out a grappling hook.
Take a hero point for packing very well, Fiore.
Hee.
Do 3 of you pop back into the water and then grapple hook climb back onto the pavilion? I'm sorry, Silk.
Before Silk does it, he's like, this dungeon is so unfriendly.
You can just cast prestidigitation.
Yeah, but... Oh, you don't get it.
I really don't.
Exactly.
I don't know.
He steps into the water and fucking climbs up and immediately casts prestidigitation.
He wasn't
and he's
even
perfectly
wet.
the same as before.
He's like, you weren't even wet for 10 seconds.
I still had the experience.
Alrik, you hop up?
You're dramatic.
Yeah.
Okay. And upsy daisies, we're back on the pavilion. Well done! Woohoo!
Woo!
So,
Puzzle solved.
you solved my witness puzzle.
God.
Where are you guys headed? You guys can either hop back into the water, I guess, or there's a door to the north.
North.
Shall we go up?
Yes, please.
So, as you're all going, what are all of you doing with your exploration activities?
I will search.
Detect magic never fails me.
Okay, good idea. Alrik, what are you going to do? Dare I ask?
I mean, what they do best: trap doors, fucking traps themselves.
Okay, there you go. You're also searching. You're keeping an eye out to make sure that there are no awful, scary traps around. Fiore, you lead the way, and you open the door in front of you, and it leads to another door after 5 steps.
I don't understand why they have so many doors like this. And he's like complaining while he's walking ahead.
As you open the next door, you find a corridor.
Oh.
The wall of this 5-foot wide hallway shimmers and ripples with faint whorls of pale blue energy. A staircase to the west leads upwards, and the one to the east leads down. Both the ascending and descending stairs reach small landings. It's a regular hallway.
Left or right?
Left.
All right.
So you're going upstairs?
Yeah.
I can see where it leads upstairs.
As you are walking upwards, it leads to a corner, and the stairs continue heading upwards. Do you want to travel up this corridor as well?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, you continue traveling upwards, and it's a long stretch. You guys continue moving up the stairs, and you get to another corner, and this time it turns to a right angle again. So it's the second right angle you've taken. It is leading upwards.
Okay. We keep going up the stairs.
Okay. Another right angle. It is leading upwards.
This just seems like an exit, but I really want to know where to.
Silk, at this point, you're starting to get a feeling of some sort of magic, but you haven't quite figured out what kind yet. And perhaps the strange part, like the part that makes you realize, oh, what the fuck is happening, is when you continue down that corner and you end up right where you started.
Oh my god, we're in a never-ending staircase.
You are at the bottom of the staircase that you had tried to go up in the first place.
I knew I sensed something. This place is weird.
Well, you're definitely right about that.
I will also say, Alrik, as you're running your hand over the wall, there was a point where something was different. You didn't know what it was, but there was it wasn't a secret door, but there was a point in that wall at one point where it felt weird.
Okay.
Not like a secret door, but like there was something strange about the wall.
Okay.
What do you guys do? You can either head back downstairs or continue upstairs past the place where you started, which doesn't make sense because you went up, and now you're at the bottom of the stairs.
I think Alrik is probably going to investigate what the hell that weirdness in the wall is.
Okay. Do you guys want to continue up a few right corners until you get back to the place where Alrik feels it was weirdest?
Yeah.
Okay. You continue walking, and Bob was like,
This is strange, no?
Oh, it is.
Quite.
Bobo does not understand, but Bobo will do his best.
Good Bobo.
Alrik, as you continue walking up and up and up, and you retrace your steps, despite never turning around and never going back downwards, you suddenly stop at a point in the wall which feels off. And Silk, it's now that your detect magic works, because you pin down what's happening. It's illusion magic. There is no up and down. It's just a square. But furthermore, that point that Alrik was a little confused by, yeah, there is no secret door. Because there's no wall there. It's an illusion. You can just walk through it.
Aha. Trickery. You both see Silk just walk through a fucking wall.
Huh?
Oh. Is that what this is?
Oh, Silk, it's so fucking dark in here. Oh god, oh god.
Oh, Fiore!
Oh, gods. Okay, thank
Nice.
you.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
This place, the wall behind you provides an exit from this room. But then further into the room, there is another door to your left. This whole place is very pretty, I will say. A fine area. The floor is carpeted, there's luxurious chairs, and as you enter, you see a woman sitting at the two chairs, and a low end table between them is a woman, and sitting across from her is an elf. Both of these figures are speaking, or at least the woman is speaking, and she's speaking animatedly. But no sound comes out. The elf nods and listens carefully. You can recognize both of them very well from the paintings you've seen. With her blonde hair, her thick eyeshadow, her over-the-top black and white fashion. Lady Belcora. And across from her, sitting, staring at her, his white hair beautiful. It's Volok. And then, moments later, it vanishes. I need you all to roll me a d4 quickly.
Okay.
Very quickly, though, the vision fades. And I think you quickly realize that this must be Belcora's suite, her private sanctum.
Well, it's no wonder why this place is hidden.
Yeah.
There's another door that leads deeper into the sanctum.
Oh boy.
Fiore has a hand on the hilt of his sword, and he's like, deeper?
Yes. Might as well.
Yeah. I'll open the door.
Leads into another identical room. This time, it's a lounge with 2 plush divans. And this time, you see Belcora relaxing while reading a large tome. She's younger than you thought she was. She looks maybe no older than 20. Would you like to make a quick perception check, please?
Huh?
Yup, I would.
Alrik, just as the vision fades, you can see the name of the book she's reading. The Whispering Reeds. It seems to be quite an impressive tome, and she seems to be reading and annotating it somehow. And the vision fades. What do you do?
Alrik makes a mental note of that.
The room that you just left filled up the north quarter, and then this now fills up the east. It looks like there's a south room that you can travel through, kind of like a big X shape, where you've gone through the top, and now you've gone through the east.
Mm-hmm.
You can move into the south side of the X if you so choose.
See it through.
You all feel a little bit ill, by the way, as you're moving. Something doesn't feel right.
I think Fiore is actively I think he's like distracted from like conversation because he's actively trying to pray to Sarenrae right now because he feels sick and he doesn't like it.
For some reason, Fiore, it doesn't seem to be working. It's like she can't hear you down here. What do you do now? You move to the south?
Oh, sorry. Should we move on?
Yes, if you're okay.
Yeah, I was just trying to pray.
We should keep going if we can.
Yeah, I can handle it. I'm a big boy.
Certainly.
The south room, 3/4 of the way deeper into her area. A well-set table reveals this to have once been Belcora's dining room. And you see another vision. She sits alone at the table, drinking a glass of wine, and enjoying an elegantly plated roast piece of meat that looks disturbingly like the arm of a human being. She looks up and she catches your eye, Silk, and then she's gone.
Next turn.
Okay.
So, as you walk through here, you feel that sickness getting so much worse. All of you feel it. It is... Words cannot describe how ill you feel right now. It's like something is crawling through the aorta of your heart. This isn't right. You should not have come here. You see a final vision. Belcora's bedroom features a large bed along the west wall. The stone archway to the north shimmers as a portal opens, and Belcora steps through with a cruel smile on her lips and blood on her hands. It vanishes. But then two things happen. All the doors you've walked through slam shut, one by one. And then one extra door opens. And it is seeming to be the door to her treasure vault. and light erupts out, and something crawls around the corner.
Oh.
It lurches out. And fellas,
Oh my god!
Oh.
Unfortunately, it would appear you have encountered a terrible fate.
Fuck.
The creature that emerges here,
Oh.
it is hard to call it anything. It is more like an absence and yet a presence. A black hole shimmers out of the treasure vault, and it sheds so much light. And then other things come out of it too. Ghostly hands connected to arms with no bones, almost like a tentacle. But then the hands turn into spider-like fingers with maybe 7 per hand. And then a swarm of eyeballs, all looking around horribly. These eyeballs peer out at all angles. And I want all of you now to quickly make me an occultism check or a bardic lore check. Just to see. And Silk and Alrik, you two specifically will have a +2 to this roll.
Okay, add +2 to this.
Silk and Fiore, this is the scariest fucking thing you have ever seen, and it's going to kill you.
Okay.
Whatever this monstrosity that has crawled forth from the treasure vault is, it is not of this world. It should not be here. It should not exist. Alrik, you know what this thing is.
Hoorah, what is it?
This is the scariest fucking thing you've ever seen, and it's going to kill you.
Sick.
This is a void glutton.
Okay.
A void glutton is to a will-o-wisp what a zombie is to a lich.
Oh, good. That's a great comparison.
It is a powerful type of will-o-wisp that haunts sites where misery dwells. Graveyards, prison camps, battlefields. It is a seething sphere of glowing eyes swirling around an empty black vortex 4 feet wide. From within this vortex extends long, semi-transparent tendrils that end in 7-fingered, needled hands. This thing is an awful monstrosity. Something you... Being in the same room as this means you're already dead. You cannot fight this thing. You can try. You can go for it. There have been people who have played Abomination Vaults and survived it. A few.
Smile.
This thing, to put into context how bad this is, Alrik, do you want to know how you know about this thing? And how Silk and you have a +2 to it?
How?
Because it was mentioned in that book of obscure cosmic deities as powerful servants of Nimbalot. Hey! This thing is the fucking scariest thing you've ever seen, and it's going to kill you. Roll initiative, all of you, now.
What if we all ran? What if we all ran, and what if we ran, and what if we run?
You can do that, but you gotta roll initiative to do that.
I didn't mean to do athletics, but
You're okay, you can fucking bash the door. You can bash the door down with your athletics, Fiore.
Wait, what the fuck?
It's... Combat begins. And it's... the Void Glutton's turn. Because the Void Glutton rolled a natural 20. With a result of 40 to initiative.
Well, it was great, you guys. This was fun. We love these characters.
Time to roll 3 new OCs.
The Void Glutton is going to begin by letting out an awful, gurgling scream. And it is a scream that makes you all feel cold. A scream that makes you remember what it's like to be a child asking mummy and daddy to check under the bed for the boogeyman. Because this is what was underneath. It's going to start by surging forward, and Fiore, it's going to grab at you with its claw.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
That is a 40 to hit, Fiore. And that is going to be a critical hit, obviously. That's a plus 16 over your AC. And that's going to be double of 17 damage. That's 34 damage, Fiore.
Okay.
It is then going to look at you, Alrik, and it shoots a web at you. An ectoplasmic web blasts into your face. That is a 25 to hit.
Can I use a retributive strike?
Absolutely.
33.
33 is a hit. Holy shit, that's a hit by 1, which is bad news because that was a 19 to hit.
Yeah. 14.
Fiore, your scimitar cleaves into this thing, and you do 14 damage to it. It's something. It's definitely a dent into the monster. But still surging forward. And that ectoplasmic web does blast into Alrik. And Alrik, that is unfortunately not going to do any damage. Alrik, it's going to solidify around you, and you're immobilized.
Oh, God.
And as if that weren't bad enough, what happens next is the worst of all. Because this thing is going to cast darkness. Fiore, your light extinguishes. And you cannot see anything. None of you can. Fiore, you can see in the dark normally. This is the first time you have been unable to tell at all what is on the other side of that darkness.
Advanced darkness.
It is. This is a 4th level spell. It still says that like I can see. It's just everything is like concealed. It's just not like as good.
Okay, so Fiore, you can see, but not super well. That's bad, certainly. But on top of that, when it uses darkness, it's not like it's just bringing darkness out. It's consuming the light. And it's consuming its own will-o-wisp light. It goes invisible. And that is its turn. You don't know where this thing is. You don't know what's going on. But Alrik is trapped in ectoplasmic web. Fiore is badly injured. And this thing, if it hits again, may kill someone. Alrik, it's your turn.
Well, can I try to get out?
Absolutely. You can attempt an escape check. The escape check would either be a athletics, acrobatics, or unarmed strike to basically just rip this shit off.
I'll do the unarmed strike. That's way better.
Sure, go for it.
Oh god. Okay. It would have been better if it wasn't an 8. 19.
That's a miss. That's you're tearing at the web and it's not doing anything.
Gonna use a freaking hero point.
Okay, give it a shot.
27.
Alrik, you yank enough of it off of you that you are no longer restrained. You're good, but it's still dark and you can't get out of here. There's a door somewhere behind you. What do you do?
They're gonna try to open the door? Can they at least feel for it?
I think it's because it's right next to you. What I'll do is, if you end your space next to the door, I'll allow for it.
Well, they are next to a door, I think, technically. This is a really weirdly angled room.
Yeah, you are next to it. Okay. Alrik, you open the door. The darkness spills into the next room. Or rather, the light, any light that would have been in the next room, is absorbed in.
Okay.
you have 2 actions left. What do you do?
Tell the others we need to get the fuck out and go through the door.
Okay. Go, please.
They are running, and they are gonna try to feel for the next one.
Okay. Do you have... Let me see. Blinded PF2. So, Alrik, while you're trying to run, all terrain is difficult terrain. You can't detect anything using your vision, and you have a -4 on all your perception checks. So you can only move at half speed through this room.
Okay. Only his listening skills were good at this one.
You can get to the other side of the room, but you would need to make a perception check to find the door.
Okay.
This has a -4 to it.
Alright. Well, they will try 25.
Yeah, okay, there it is. You find the door and you're able to yank it open. Silk, it's your turn. You heard Alrik yelling, you heard the doors opening, and you feel every single hair on your body standing on end, screaming that there's something close to you.
Okay. I want to do something, but I am not sure if I can.
What do you want to do?
So... Oh, never mind. I can't do it. I wasted all of my first rank spells.
Remember, you have your drain bonded item.
True! I'm gonna drain bonded item in just a second. But I want to... Let me know if this is, like, too stupid, but...
Okay.
Silk knows that Fiore is in front of him. Because I don't... At least he doesn't think it's been long enough for him to move. So can he walk backwards? Because he heard the door open, and then cast gravitational pull on Fiore.
You are so fucking smart. Okay. I think I'll allow it, but it's going to be tricky. So I want you to make me an Arcana check as you walk backwards out of here and try to pull Fiore with you.
Okay.
As your gun glows, like refilling your spell slots.
24.
Fiore, you're looking around. You see Silk turn and leave, but he's walking backwards, and you don't know why. But then he raises his hand at you, and you see through the darkness you're being yanked forward, and you are now in the room with Silk, Alrik, and yourself. The door is open. Holy shit, what do you do? It's your turn.
Closes the door.
Good call.
Is the next door open?
Yes. And you can see, so you are not blinded. It's just very difficult to see.
He goes through the next door.
Okay.
And while he's doing so, I think... Is it okay if he... Actually, while he's moving, can I grab Silk's hand to move him with... Like, to take him with me?
Yeah.
Small.
He grabs onto Silk and he says, "Just come with me."
Silk is not the best.
And he takes him with him.
Okay. I will say you have to move a half speed to do that.
That's fine. And Silk turns, like, while they're walking, he goes to Alrik. He's like, "Just follow my footsteps, okay?"
Okay.
Next in the order, Alrik, you hear a door open behind you. And unfortunately, you feel something brush past you. And then Silk and Fiore, you feel something brush past you as well. And the Void Glutton reappears in a flash of light directly in front of you.
Fuck off.
Now, credit where credit is due, as this screaming, undulating mass appears, it needed to spend an action to open the door, and spend an action to run through. And now it's here, and it only has one action left. It's gonna go for you, Silk. I will also say, Alrik and Silk, great news. You're not blind anymore because this awful creature is glowing so much light.
Horrible news. I have to look at it.
Horrible news. You have to look at it. That is a 24. He rolled a 2.
That hits.
That is a hit. And that is going to be 20 damage to you, Silk.
Okay.
And also, on this one, I need you to make me a will save, please.
All right. 28.
That is just a success.
I am not getting fucking cursed again.
Not a curse, but fear. And trust me, will-o-wisps feed on fear. You do not want this thing feeding on your fear.
No.
Alrik, it is your turn. This thing is blocking your exit. You can try to slink past it, but it will require an acrobatics check to get through its space to the next door.
Oh, God. Fuck, okay. I think Alrik might try to attempt that, maybe.
Okay, make me an acrobatics check.
22.
Alrik, that would be a fail. But then you feel something around your neck.
Huh?
The Kalen key glows around your neck. You are untrained in acrobatics. And because of that, it's going to reward you. With its relic power, beginner's luck. Once per day, when you attempt a d20 roll that you are untrained in, you treat your proficiency bonus as equal to half your level.
I love that.
And then you roll again and use the best of the two rolls.
Okay, so...
That'd be a d20 plus 10, not a d20 plus 7.
So plus another 3, that's 25? 25.
Alrik?
25? Yeah.
You are rushing directly towards the Void Glutton, and it peers at you, and you wince, and you feel that key warm up around your neck. And the next thing you know, you're on the other side. You did it!
Wait, huh?
You did it! You got past this horrible thing!
Okay, cool. Great. They open the door.
The door swings open. You're back into the North Room where you saw that vision of Belcora and Volok speaking with each other. You have one action left. You don't know where the illusory gap in the wall is. To get out, you're gonna need to make me another perception check if you want to try rushing through the wall.
Okay, yeah. We can attempt that. Wow.
Alrik!
That was barely a roll on my screen. Wow, that sucked.
Alrik!
I do have 2 hero points.
You can certainly try for it, because that was a nat 1.
28.
Okay. Thank God.
Holy shit, Alrik. You almost crash directly into the wall and give yourself a bloody nose. Worst possible time for that. But you charge through, burning up your hero points, smash through the wall, and you are plunged into darkness. The air is cold. There's no sign of the monster. But if your friends don't come out that side... Ruh-roh.
Can Alrik actually stick his hand through the wall?
Alrik, I will let you stick your hand through the wall. This may or may not have bad consequences, but it will also potentially save your friends.
Yeah, they're willing to take the risk. They're gonna put their hand through the wall and do a rhythmic snap just to make sure that they can cure it.
Okay. Silk, it's your turn. Fuck!
Oh god. It's not any easier to get through this thing since it's not like a single, like, solid...
It will try to stop you.
Okay.
So you would need to roll acrobatics to get through this space, unless you have any ideas on how to bypass it.
I do,
Okay.
but Silk does not want to leave Fiore. Actually, I think Silk reaches backwards. Or no, they're already touching, actually. Silk...
Yeah, you're holding hands.
Silk is holding hands with Fiore. And I think Silk thinks Fiore is looking a little worse than he is. So Silk is gonna cast invisibility on Fiore.
Oh, shit. Okay. Fiore, you fade out of view. And Silk has one action left.
Can I try to get through?
You can, but you're not going to be able to make your way out.
As long as I can get to the other side.
If you get through this thing, you will not have enough movement to get out the other side, but you will be on the other side of it.
Yeah, I know.
Make me an acrobatics check.
Got 2 hero points, just so everyone knows. 20.
That is... Oh my god. That's not going to do it, buddy. You rolled a 17 on that.
Yeah, I don't think a hero point's gonna do me good, actually.
You're unable to pass through the space of the Void Glutton. You try, you run, but it catches you with its claws and prevents you from pushing in deeper. Fiore, it is your turn. You have... You're invisible. Silk tried to sacrifice himself to save you, but now Silk looks like he might die. You have a feeling that Silk is not going to survive an attack from the Void Glutton.
Fiore is going to... Fiore is going to cast a spell on purpose.
Oh, shit.
Fiore is going to cast Runic Weapon. Can I fail a Wellspring check on purpose?
I will allow you to. Now, I want to let you know that this could go very badly for you.
That's okay.
Are you sure you want to go for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Fiore, you let magic surge out of you, into your weapon, out of you, and it erupts, and that is going to be a D100 roll. That is a...
Ooh.
Sudden gale. Weather in a 40-foot emanation is disturbed. Strong winds blow in a random direction for 1 minute. Each creature that starts its turn in the area must make a fortitude save or fall prone and be pushed 10 feet on a critical failure. Any movement against the wind is difficult terrain or greater difficult terrain while flying. This thing's flying!
Oh.
Fiore, describe this
God.
hell wind for me.
I think that it happens very quickly. I think that he takes his other hand, like he's still holding on to the shield. I think he touches to the hilt, and a blast of magic, pulses through it, and it just spews wind.
Okay. As this magic erupts from you, let's see, because it's going to be its turn. You have one action left. We'll see how you cope afterwards. Do you want to try run across to the other side?
I think I would like to do that, yeah.
And I'm going to try roll for this thing to see if if this wind does push the Void Glutton back. And I'm going to give it a -2 penalty because it is flying. Okay?
Okay.
And that's a 19.
That does not save.
He falls prone. I think what this means is that it is, because it doesn't have a body to fall prone with, right? But I think it's more that this thing is being knocked into the wall by the hell winds away from you, which does clear a path for you and Silk. You have one action left, and then it will be its turn. What do you do?
I want to do something that might also be kind of risky.
Okay.
The door is open.
Yeah.
I want to tackle Silk. To push us both out of the room.
Make me an athletics check.
Oh no.
To reposition. Let's have Silk roll it, actually. You need to critically succeed on this tackle check against Silk. To just basically knock both of you 10 feet up.
Silk failed this.
It's less that and more like, what is Silk's athletics? Plus 10.
20.
Silk, what is your athletics?
Oh, what?
Are you serious?
Plus 10, it's 10.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
So my athletics is fucking 0.
Oh my god, Fiore, that's a critical success. You're able to push him into the next room.
It's like, oh man, I rolled badly. Apparently not.
It is the Void Glutton's turn. The wind is blowing against the Void Glutton, pushing into the wall, and it lets out another gurgling shriek. And it is going to have to make another fortitude save to see if it's still being blown that way.
Get blown, idiot.
That's a 19. It is continuing to being blown. So that is going to be greater difficult terrain. It can only move at 1/4 of its speed.
Bro,
its speed is 40. It can move 10 feet per action. 10 feet. 20 feet. It is in the room with both of you. But it cannot see Fiore because Fiore is invisible. All that remains is you, Silk. Noble Silk.
Hey, baby.
Who tried to save Fiore. It makes one single attack against you.
I use Champion's Reaction.
Oh shit, okay. Okay. That's gonna be 16 damage, Silk. How much HP do you have?
0.
Bruh. Okay,
Did you have
Exactly 16.
Give me a second to use Retributive Strike, you assholes.
Fiore, you emerge from the invisibility. This thing is going to be off guard to you as you jump out and slash into it.
23.
That's going to be a miss, but that doesn't matter because what you're doing here is you are interposing divinely to save Silk. How much less damage does that do? How much HP do you save Silk?
It is 2 plus my level, which would be 7.
Silk had 16 HP. This thing did 16 damage. Your Retributive Strike keeps Silk up at 7 HP and keeps them alive. Holy shit, Silk. Fiore, you're no longer invisible. You surge out of the darkness. Oh my god. Alrik, buddy, it is your turn. You are on the other side of the door. Your hand is sticking through the wall, but you can feel the air growing cold and windy. You don't know what's going on, but you can hear everyone on the other side getting louder. What do you do?
It's kind of sick as hell.
Yeah, Alrik is gonna go back in and then push Silk out of the room.
Okay.
Hot.
Silk, you're safe. You're good, but Alrik, you are no longer safe. Alrik, you've got one action left. Fiore is over there, and he will have a chance to get out before the thing is able to get him. But Fiore is going to need to make a check to see if he can find where the door is. What do you do?
Oh, God. I only have one action. I can't do that. Fuck. Cast guidance on Fiore so he can find the thing.
If you do that, you will be left in here with the thing as well. Is that something you're good with?
That's fine.
Alrik, what do you say to Fiore to help him out?
You need to leave immediately. You can find it if you feel something wrong with the wall.
Got it. Go.
Okay, shit.
Fortunately, that is the end of Alrik's turn. He
Okay.
can't.
Because you know what he's about to do.
Silk, it is your turn. Holy shit.
I don't think anyone's done this in a while, but can I save my actions?
You're gonna delay?
Yeah, can I delay if Alrik does not come out with Fiore, then I'd like to save my turn to try and help him out.
Okay, good call. Fiore, it's your turn. You have Alrik's words in your head. What do you do?
Fiore is gonna feel for the way out.
Make me a perception check. And it has a +1 to it from Alrik's guidance.
Okay. Oh, should I have...
Holy shit, that'll work. Yeah. You're good. You know exactly where the door is. Do you jump through?
Fiore grabs Alrik's hand and pulls him through.
The wind surges warmly on your back, Fiore, as you crash through that door with Alrik wrapped around you. And the last thing you see of the Void Glutton is its many eyes staring at you and its seven-fingered hand reaching forward. You have escaped one of the most wretched creatures of the Abomination Vaults. Holy shit. How are you all doing?
Bad. Not good.
Fiore, for what it's worth, Silk, looks wretched. Like, that is... Like, his horn is sharper, his fangs are longer, his nails are untrimmed and black. There is soot traveling up his forearms, and his pupils... What's happening with your eyes, Dave?
It looks like the pupils are flickering like fire.
And his breath is visible and red in the air. Brimstone. This man just saved your fucking life with some sweet fucking wellspring magic, which I don't know that you knew about.
I don't think he did it in front of him, no.
No, Silk does not know about his wellspring magic, but he sees Fiore like this regardless. And for a second he's confused, but I think that having seen some other things on him before, he pieces up that it's not anything from what just happened to them. And that Fiore is safe, and that's all he cares about. I think that he sees the two of them make it out, and he wobbles over, and I think he kind of almost collapses into a hug for them both.
Oh, thank God. Hi. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
I don't really care. I was just trying to help you.
Yeah, we all need to take some time. Come on. And Alrik uses I think 2 of his level 3, or he uses 2 of his second rank suit spells for both of them.
Let's heal these fuckers up, right?
Please! I'm at 7 HP.
It's 20 and 16.
I'll take it.
Whoever wants to heal that much.
You're both injured, but you're alive. Borbo on your hat silk peeks out and says,
Borbo got so scared that Borbo turned off and stopped being a person and started being dull. Sometimes when Borbo is very scared, Borbo sees Borbo from third person.
That's... My mom told me that's called dissociation.
It helps Borbo be less afraid. Because Borbo is not really Borbo, and nothing is real.
Okay.
the fact that you survived that thing is incredible.
Yeah.
Hey, for context, that was a level 9 monster.
Jesus.
What level are you
Let's go fight it again when we're level 12, you guys.
No. Silk's got a hand on, like, either of their shoulders. And he just kinda... I don't need resurface for a while, or just
Well,
anywhere safe.
we do need to see about at least 2 of those relics.
A good idea.
Let's regroup and we can talk about it.
Okay.
Borbo would like to remind you that today you have the dinner with Mr. Evanvir.
Today?
Oh, God.
Okay, let's go back up now. He's like,
I forgot to iron my shirt.
Oh my god.
Wait, hang on a minute. Are we wearing different things?
Hi guys, how was your time in the dungeon? Oh, you know, Otari Ilvashti's ghost was pretty chill, but then we had an encounter with the fucking APL +4 solo boss in a tight space.
Fiore says, my horns are too sharp.
Wait, hang on a second. Are we dressing up for this? So if so, I'm going to need some assistance.
That can be arranged.
I don't think you're gonna have to
Appreciate it.
worry about any of that.
Appreciate it, because I don't think I have anything in my wardrobe.
Do the three of you want to head back to Otari and rest a little bit after that series of extremely incredible encounters?
Yes, God.
Okay. You continue going down the stairs. You continue going down the stairs. You continue going down the stairs. Oh, fuck. After a few missed turns, you eventually find your way out.
This turns from where? There's like 2 directions.
Yeah, but like, you went upstairs by accident when you were going downstairs.
Bro.
The three of you and Borbo make your way back up to the surface. The things you saw today, the ghost of a hero, visions of a sorceress, servants of an awful god. The three of you make your way to the surface, spending time in the town that you will have to save from the wrath of Velcora. And as you leave, a hooded figure emerges from the shadows, watching you make your way up the stairs. They shudder in anger. And Volok Azanre begins his preparations in earnest. This episode of Dice Will Roll would not have been possible without the support of our patrons. Whitetree A, Kyonko-chan, Horror Fan 546, Lightning Scar, Dr. Caesar MD, A Potato, Derpy Gamer, Quinlan Boss, Princess Alavi, Emily is Gay, Dexton, Meow Mai, Abigail Wallet, Knight the Werewolf Teacher, Ashley, Actually a Bot, Violet, Kyle Damon, Soul Grease Lobo, Phoebe Jeebies, Daisy Gilliam, Lux Rexus, Tony Saunders, Mita, Arave. Have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMO RPG Beric Falcon, Luis Loza, Ares, Alexander Crizzle, Meg Cohen, Skyly, Genuinely Tricked, Transgirl Trish, Bal Punyon, Matthew Wilson Krasnovich, Tillen Shark, Glitch HD, Jace Snooks, Jonathan Love, G Barbera, Luke, Gideon, Simon Strange, Seth, Kira, Lichelo, Gizmo, Cass, Babel McElduff, Ava, Rem T. Bright, Lonesome Chunk, Steph, Sean C., Natasha Lumley, Rhiannon C., Ellie, Jenna Mitchell, Kane Kendrick, Sky Evangeline, Triceratops, Anna Maria, Jordan, Emlyn Aderna, John the Book Hoarder, SS66 Seeker, and Dame Valerie the Third. Check out patreon.com/diceroll to see what you can get for helping us keep it rolling. Few hundred years back, this place was full of life. Whole world was, as a matter of fact. We had libraries full of arcane secrets, towers hiding ancient treasures, more magic than anyone knew what to do with. Gone now. Over time, magic just dried up. What we have left is the 3 truths of the land of Wistoria. Firstly, truth number 1, the world ain't safe. The bits that aren't irradiated are dry deserts full of monsters, outlaws, and the occasional monster outlaw. When you leave the safety of civilization, there's no guarantee you're coming back with your heart still in your ribcage. Truth number 2, without magic, we've come to rely on artifice to keep society moving. Gaslights illuminate the night instead of magic crystals. Giant, powerful locomotive machines made of steel and sweat get you where you need instead of teleportation gates. And most importantly, building off this truth and the last, truth 3, is that this is the age of the gunslinger, able to kill a man dead just as fast as any fabled old sorcerer with a wand. There's good ones, there's bad ones, and you'd best believe there's ones more hideous than a trollhound's backside. In fact, this story I'm about to tell you talks about a few folk just like that. Pull up a chair, take a listen to the weirdest tale in Wistoria, the story of a little town called Safe Haven. Safe Haven is a Weird West-themed adventure module for Pathfinder 2nd Edition and Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. It's written and illustrated by Derry Luttrell, the host of the Dice Will Roll podcast, taking players from 5th to 10th level. Players will unravel the mystery of a sleepy town of Safe Haven and its environs and encounter new monsters, unlock new items, and take part in a tale of gunpowder, grit, and greed. Safe Haven releases on Saturday, May 25th, 2024 on Drive-Thru RPG for $29.99. In this 214 pages long tale, you'll find 131 pages of adventure, 59 pages of character options, from western class pets to firearms to gods and hometowns, 21 pages of monsters from Americana, from the Shuza hags to Hopkinsville goblins to the miserable pathetic squonk. If you're looking for a tale with minigun-wielding barbarians, mysterious stranger oracles, or ufologist wizards, Safe Haven, a Weird West tale, is the story for you.